Yeah, we're rolling.
I love acting. I've always loved it since I was a little girl, and I hope that I get to be one of the lucky ones who gets to do this for as long as possible. I mean, if you look at actors like Maggie Smith, she did it all the way up until the end.
And you will be sorted into your houses.
That's all I can hope for. I started as a kid doing dance, and that naturally progressed into acting and singing lessons. And I took lessons all through school, all through high school and college. I did community theater, plays, musicals, and then even after I left college, I still continue to train to this day. So I still to this day take an acting class once a week. I have for years, and I probably will continue to take an acting class forever, just because it's about keeping my tools sharp. Biggest challenge for me in the past was not letting my nerves get the best of me when I would walk into an audition, because it's really tough to walk into a room full of people that you know their entire job is to judge you. They're there to see if you can do the job that they're looking to hire you to do. And it still gets me to this day, but I have to remind myself that I belong here, I can do this, I can do the job, and it's just a matter of convincing the panel of people that I got the goods. I started my acting career at Universal Studios. They hired me right as soon as I got out of college to do Halloween Horror Nights. I was doing the Rocky Horror Tribute Show on the old Beetlejuice stage, which was great because a couple months after I did that, I ended up actually getting cast into the Beetlejuice show full-time, doing the role of Fantasia in Beetlejuice's Graveyard Monster mashup. I also played Betty Boo Hoo for the Universal Grinchmas Christmas show. And then after Beetlejuice closed, I ended up going to Tokyo Disney, where I sang in a jazz show called Big Band Beat, where I got to wear long, pretty evening gowns and sing jazz standards with a big 13-piece band, all in tuxedos, which was magical. When I came home from Japan, that's when I got hired at Disney proper here in Florida, and I was doing the Finding Nemo the musical. I was Deb. I played Deb and Tad, and then I also puppeteered the giant Crush puppet for Go With The Flow. That was a huge challenge. For Disney, I've done a lot of other roles as well. I've done a lot of hosting gigs where I host things like dance parties. I've done a lot of improv things. I've helped workshop some shows. I've done a lot of atmosphere type characters. Yeah, Disney keeps me busy. I still work there to this day. Some of the most difficult acting of my career was when I played Rose in the play The Flick at the Dr. Phillips Center here in Orlando. It's a 3-hour-long play, and there's really only 3 characters in it for 99% of the show. And there's no music, it's just all dialogue, just between these 3 characters. And there's a lot of difficult themes, a lot of very difficult conversations that happen, and there's just so many lines. Plus I had to do the entire thing in an accent that is not my natural accent. I had to have a thick Boston accent. But luckily I had 2 amazing co-stars that we all spent time outside of designated rehearsal time. We would hang out, go get coffee, and just run lines and talk about our characters and talk about our relationship dynamics. And we spent so much time and energy because they were both so passionate about the project, as well as I was. And together, I think the 3 of us created something really magical, despite it being so difficult. What I love the most about acting is the ability to live more than one life. On this planet, we only have one life to live, and I've always found that unfair. You only have enough time to live one life, and then you're done. And I feel like acting is a way to cheat the system. Through acting, I can take a break from my one lifetime and go live someone else's for a day. I get to feel their feelings, live their experiences, feel their emotions. And in that way, by the time I'm done on this earth, I hope to have lived hundreds of lifetimes.
Someone who sees potential.
The biggest challenge that I still face is making sure that I keep all of my skills sharp, not just acting. And for instance, yesterday I had a callback where I had to sing, and I haven't sung professionally in a few years, and I realized before the callback, oh no, my voice isn't as strong as it used to be. It isn't as clear and perfect as I want it to be. And so I had to take a couple of weeks to really buckle down and focus, and I had to get back into, relearning a lot of the things that I've kind of let go by the wayside. So I think the biggest thing for me is making sure that I keep not just my acting skills sharp, but also my singing and a little bit also my dancing, because believe it or not, people still ask me to dance for jobs here and there, and it's been a minute since I've been in a dance class. One thing that I hope happens to me on my journey to being an actor is I hope that I get to work with the most amazing cast and crew one day that feels as passionately about telling important stories as I do. Nothing excites me more than being in a room full of people that love doing this just as much as I do.